the question came up, so let's take a few minutes and go over BrightLocal plans and pricing. So they do give you a 14-day free trial, and I told them about our course, and they wouldn't give me a coupon, so thumbs down for that. But otherwise, they're a really great service. So you do save money when you do it yearly. Their monthly is more expensive. I don't know why it's not letting me click yearly, but okay. That's really strange that it's not really interesting. All right, well, either way, let's come over here and say, so track, manage, and grow. So the track local rankings, I generally don't track local rankings. And the reason I don't is because, with Google My Business, you're picking one primary category and multiple secondary categories. So for example, if you are let's take a dentist, since I'm a dentist, if you're going to want to rank for, dental implants, then you might want to put dental implant provider as your or whatever, I forget the specific, whatever the category is first. So to rank for dental implant provider and then rank for Invisalign, those are separate keywords, but Invisalign comes under orthodontics. So I'm not a huge fan of tracking local rankings. I mean, you can, but I don't necessarily we don't really do that because I don't think that. So if you find that I rank, first for dental implants in my area, but I rank fourth for Invisalign in local, what can I do to boost that? I mean, primary category and secondary category. So that's why I'm not in love with that. Auto citations, these are great. These are fantastic to have. I love them. This year you could do it. I don't really, you could bring in Google Analytics. You could bring in Facebook, which is annoying to bring in because you've got to actually have the client add you to their Facebook business page, and then so we don't even do that. But I do connect Google Analytics because it's nice for reports. Competitor insights, we look at it a little bit. So that is really, for us, that 39. And again, I'm so curious why. Let me reload this. See if it'll reload it for me. Yearly, there we go. Okay, so again, if you're just starting out, I mean, $350 is not, is reasonable. I hope you'd make that back in your first sale. But let's say you're doing it monthly because you're trying it out. So that's Essential Tools, and that's really good. Now, listing management, let's take a look. Sync, I don't like doing that. Call me crazy. I don't like anything syncing that I don't know, and that bothers me. Suppressing external edits, I do like that. However, that's something you can do on your own. If you want to save money, you don't have to worry about that too much because I believe that in Google Business Profile, there's a setting that will tell you, hey, we've decided to update your listing for X, Y, and Z. And so that they'll notify you. Otherwise, though, you can certainly look at the listings. I think it's like $10 a month they want per site or something like that. I don't know if they build it in. Something we'll have to figure out. I don't know if that's built in for free. I have to check. Schedule of posts. Again, I don't really need to schedule. We used to post to GPP a lot, but with the data over the course of 6 to 9 months, I found that I really didn't see an increase in conversions. And by conversions, what I am looking at really is visits to the website and phone calls. So, obviously there are other conversions, but what does local SEO do, right? Google Maps, it's going to bring in traffic to your website and it's going to bring in phone calls. So those are my conversions. And then bulk post, I don't care about that. Responding to reviews, this is huge for us because we sell I totally forgot about this. We sell our review widget. So for us, the grow plan, what is it? $500? No, there's a higher plan than that. So it's $600. I feel like we pay more. I'm not sure. Oh, we manage a lot more locations. That's why. Over 50. No, something isn't right. Oh, simply listings. I believe that's okay. Citation builder. Nope, that's not. Hold on, let me just see here. Simply listings. No, that's not what we have. Okay, they must have changed their pricing. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So, I thought we have something. Anyway, I have to look. Either way, the point is that it doesn't matter. The price increase makes no difference because with your clients, this is what no. All right, I don't know. But the price per client, the point is that it doesn't matter that this goes up because, like I said, we're charging $2,500 per client. So even if I have, here, what's the most expensive one? Yearly. Here, we'll bring it down here. Here, we're charging $2,500 per client. So one of them pays for BrightLocal and the rest is gravy. So that's, and that's how you'll scale. That's why I love this to scale because it is something that the clients need and it is really profitable. So, okay. The review widget I think is huge. And for us, because it pulls from Google, it can pull from Facebook, and we resell the widget. And we do it as, and so we're doing a dentist, and a lot of dentists have their their practice management system. When you go to the dentist and you leave the dentist, they are going to send you a review or a thing that says, hey, could you leave me a review? And that's built into their practice management system. So the dentists are not going to want to pay us again to manage reviews the other way. But what happens is those review widgets are ugly. So what I always tell our clients is, if you're using a review provider, that's great, that's awesome. We have this review widget that we charge for, and it's awesome, it's beautiful. Here's what it looks like, and I show them on one of our client sites. I'm like, if you think your review widget is ugly or you don't like it, we don't have to touch how you manage reviews, but we are going to, we will use our widget, and that's easy. Excuse me. So the other thing is, I don't like to monitor and respond to reviews for other clients. We just don't, because there's, no good will come of that. And I think that no matter what you do, it gives the client an opportunity to blame you for something that you're really not responsible for. So I don't want to do that. Let the client manage their own reviews. Run review generation campaigns. That we don't use that feature, but it's something you certainly can do. To start with, though, the essential tools are totally perfect to start with for now. Citation Builder is pay as you go. White label, yeah, that's great. I like that. Lead generator. So this is the widget that you put on your website. And so, someone goes to your website and you're like, hey, this is local SEO, and local SEO is awesome. We offer it. Oh, want to see where you stand? Well, get our free report. So I think you get like 15. I forget how many per month. And you can buy more if you need. Let's look at all the features. All right. Now, I believe the only difference in the features is the amount of people. So if you manage one location, 39, but if you manage a million locations here or whatever. Okay, so local rank tracker, we don't use it. Local search grid, same thing. It's cool, but I don't use it for the same reason that, so I can show you, the problem is if you're a dentist and you are here in, 07076 in that area code, you're not going to outcompete. And there's a ton of competition. It's very hard to outcompete when there's 20 other dentists around the area. So I don't really use it that much. Citation tracker, we do use that. The GBP audit we use all the time. Local search audit is worth it for, the price of admission alone, because that is so good, and we use that and we use that in our course as a sort of baseline report. This is a company agnostic report that's generated automatically. So, here's what the third party has to say. It's not us, but because in the course we do our own manual audit, the client doesn't think that we're just running off a report and just handing out reports to everybody like candy, saying finding someone to buy. It's part of the process. Active sync, I don't use it. Again, that's where, it will sync any changes you make to other profiles, and that scares me. I like to take the time, if we're going to edit someone's Google business profile, I want to make sure we know what the heck we're doing, and to be an eye on that. Citation Builder is always pay as you go. Doesn't matter. And that's what you can tell your clients. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, I'll say, hey, we use BrightLocal, but I don't tell them that, well, we're charging you for the time, which is really what we're charging. Because I think a citation campaign will run 200 and change, 250, something like that. And again, you're charging, when we do renewals, we charge 700, I think, because A, we're charging for our time. B, we're charging for our expertise to know, which buttons to push. And that's really important. It's not, you have a skill, and when you're selling a service and you're selling a skill, it's not just, oh, you're pushing a button. Otherwise you would do all of your own other work. If your skills were just as easy as pushing a button, then you wouldn't get paid for what you do. Post scheduler, again, I don't need it. Reviews, same thing. I really love the review widget. Now, if you only have one or two clients or you're not ready, I don't think you need to worry about the review widget. It's not worth upgrading from, if you're here with 2 or 3, let's go back, because I believe the question was this. If you go monthly, yearly is $500. If you want to start at $60 a month, that's fine. Okay, right, and the citation campaigns will be separate, because the citation campaigns may take a month or 2 or 3 to finish. So that's why, I believe even if you're not, you have to find out from them that if you do 1 month and submit a citation campaign, now it's month 2 and I'm no longer paying for the service. Do I still have access to my citation campaigns? I can't imagine that you don't, but I think that'd be important to find out. And then additional features, these are all the same stuff. And then, again, there are other review widgets you can use. I have to look it up, because we had a client who wanted to match a review to another site, and they use a different widget. And that widget, I believe, something like $150 a year, or maybe it was like $99 a year for one license, and then 125 for two licenses or three. So, but with this review widget, we have enough clients that use it that we sell enough review widgets that it actually pays. The sales that we make on review widgets alone pay for our entire BrightLocal course for the year. So, and then you'll be able to access your account, but you'll be able to run new reports or update. Okay, and then should only buy certain features, white label options. I want to build citations. Yes, you need to create an account, but you need to. There's no obligation to use. Oh, good. There's the answer. Okay, so I guess if that expires, the basic one, you go to the Simply plan, and you can look into these. Again, we like to do. Well, it's in the course, and we talk about which aggregators we do and how we do that. So that is the BrightLocal overview, the pricing. I hope that answers any questions that you might have, but certainly post in the comments below if you have other questions. I'm happy to answer them.